Fox News Alert reports that a second arrest has been made in the murder of a World War II veteran beaten to death in a parking lot near his hometown of Spokane, Washington. Alan Hills is the victim's great-nephew. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you.
Now, that's according to local reports, and also that there have been some additional arrests possibly for folks who were assisting him. But these teenagers, allegedly beat your great-uncle to death. His name, Delbert Belton, 88 years old, survives World War II, and then senselessly a crime like this happens. What do you think fueled this?
You know, I have no idea what fueled this. I do know that the suspects did have some criminal records. I don't know. I can't imagine anybody having a problem with my great-uncle. I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, how do you feel this morning, when you hear that these reports are that this second arrest and potentially more have been made? Does that give you any peace of mind at all?
Yeah, it does. Our family's received a lot of threats, and, it makes me feel a little bit better,
And what would you say to these guys? Do you have harsh words for them?
No, I don't understand. Like, 3 lives were lost that night, and it's over for them. I mean, they have nothing now. And you took a very special person away from our family, and for that I can't forgive you. God will have to forgive you for that. I can't.
Well, I want to hear a little bit about him. He was a small man, Shorty is his nickname. Even more of a vulnerable target, being elderly. But tell us what you remember about him fondly.
My most fondest memories are obviously in the garage. I mean, he's the reason why I'm a car guy today. Turning wrenches, doing motor swaps. I remember him yelling at my grandpa because my grandpa yelled at me for picking up the crescent wrench. I mean, he never had a harsh word for anybody. If the kids would have asked him for something, he probably just would have given it to them.
Yeah,
I just don't understand. It's senseless.
You say he didn't have a bad bone in his body, and
no.
How are you doing? How is the family coping with this?
We're doing okay. His girlfriend lives, or his ex-girlfriend lives across the street, and they're receiving death threats. They came and busted out her windows the other night. We're just trying to make it through it. I don't understand what's your problem with our family? You did this to us. We didn't do this to you.
Now, do you think this comes down to race? Do you think it's the thug lifestyle? Do you think it's the deterioration of the family and a collapsing culture? What's to blame for this?
At the risk of sounding like a terrible person, it all comes down to parents. I'm raising my children. My children aren't in trouble. One of my children's black. She doesn't act like that. She gets straight A's. Everybody loves her. If I could say this to everybody, stop making this about race. This isn't about race. This is about 2 punk kids that have no parents, no family, no morals, no nothing. This has nothing to do with the color of their skin.
All right, Alan Hills, that's your message for us this morning. Thank you.
It is.